So Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw after an 18-4 win over Keighley Cougars here at Spotland Stadium. First off, it wasn't the greatest of performance attack-wise, but you kept them down to 4 points and you remained unbeaten at home, so is there a lot of positives still to come out of the win?
Yeah, there's positives in there, like you say. Our attack was a little bit scratchy, but look, we've got to credit them. I thought they, man down, I thought they played very, very well. A lot better than they've been playing, and I'm sure their coach will take a lot of positives out of that. And they were hard to break down. They scrambled for each other, and sometimes, it's shown at Barrow, and when we've been playing against 12 men, they lift a little bit, and sometimes it is difficult. Some of our options were poor, some of our game management was poor, particularly in the first half, when they had 13 players and then when they had 12. So we'll look at that, but positive is, we defended well, we defended really well. So we'll take that, and like you say, we'll take the points.
And it's not the first time you come up with against 12 men in the last couple of weeks, and you've kind of struggled on them occasions. Is that mentally or physically? What do you put that down to?
I think it's a little bit of a concern, like you say. I think when he got sent off, I did see a shift in the way we started playing. We weren't we were probably a bit panicky and overplaying and thinking it was just going to happen. So we settled them down at half time and we said, we still need to stick to the process. We still need to kick sets out and build pressure. And I thought we did that second half for the majority. I would have liked us to be a little bit better with the ball and score a few more points, but like I say, they defended well and they scrambled well, and I think the fullback saved them a couple of times with some last gasp tackles, and the wingers with kicks, and we bombed a couple as well. So there was a few things there that we could be better, but again, let's credit them for what they did.
So a lot's been made about the pitch in the build up to the game, and how did you think that held up here at Spotland?
Yeah, I thought it held up pretty well. I know they've had a concern over at the football club that they've not had much volume on it really, and it's not set as well as they would have. That's for the groundsman, but there was a curtain raise on it. Obviously, it was wet before the game and start of half time because they watered the pitch, so it didn't really have an adverse effect on our performance, and I thought it held up pretty well.
And Paul Crook was left out this week. Was that down to injuries, or was that down to a reshuffle in personnel for you?
Yeah, look, Paul was available for selection this week, and we just wanted to have a look at Steve, see how Steve goes. Probably Paul's out of form a little bit to his own admission as well. So, Paul was left out this week. I thought Steve Roper was really good. I thought he squared up well, and he's only going to get better the more he plays with us. So, I thought he did well. We'll have a look at the team next week and see what's best fit for the game against York.
And just on the discipline, there was a team warning handed out early on. Was that a bit of a concern to you, or are you not getting too hung up on that?
No, I thought our discipline was pretty good after that. I thought, we play fast and teams come and we're at second and teams are going to come and try and spoil, and I thought, they did that a little bit, or they were smart around the ruck, should I say, and obviously had a man sent off, but I thought that the speed of the game was quite slow at times. We gave some daft penalties away early, and which led to them getting some field position, and then they got a lot of repeat sets, off the back of those penalties. One was for offside, one where Ratu's gone in and just give a penalty away on play 4 when we'd actually defended really well. They were trapped in their 30 there, so we did some dumb things early on, but I think the team warning, I thought it focused the lads, and I thought our discipline was pretty good, following that point. There's some inconsistencies in the game in terms of once we got done for a penalty, I think when he shouted held and our lads have let go and they've knocked on and he's given a penalty, and a couple of steals where they got scrums and then we were getting penalised. So just a couple of inconsistencies there that need tidying up. But otherwise, our discipline was pretty good.
And just on the injury front, I noticed Ryan nearly came off. There's a few bodies down throughout the game. Is there any injury concerns, or is it just some bumps and bruises?
Just bumps and bruises. It was a tough game. It was a physical game. They were a big set, and it was just we'll reassess and we'll see how we go. I think Ryan should be good for next week, and we've got bodies to come back from today as well. I think Lewis Calbraith will be fit. Chris Riley won't be far away, so we'll see how we go.
And you've got York here next week. Is it about focusing in training to come out and put a bit of a better performance attacking wise out next week?
Yeah, we just want to put it all together, the full 80 and the attack and the defence. So the lads have worked really hard. We've worked them hard the last 2-3 weeks. knowing that we're going to start tapering off with our volume in training, and that's been, you know, looking at the fixtures we've had and the points clear we had. So you know, could be an excuse for why we was a little bit flat and a bit leggy today, but I expect us to be fine on all cylinders next week. We'll have a light week in terms of volume, short and sharp, and we'll come here and try and put our best performance in.
Cheers, Alan.